Asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu walaalayaal kusoo dhawaada walaalkiina muumaanay janaalka cripto ku taajir. Waxaan inagu soo dhaweynaa for the insha Allah at least perspective-ka when it comes to dhinaca mararka la fiiriyo BTC iyo meesha maanta la marayo. If we go straight haddii aan chartka aan just a chart perspective la fiiriyo iyo dhinaca at least dhinaca akhbaarta oo BTC akhbaarta maalmahaneed waxaa socoto in dowladda dhinaca dowladda Mareykanka ee wada gaday BTC 9,800 camal BTC intay ee soo gatay inay haasato 41,500 meelahaas aan jeclahay oo BTC inay kusoo hartay wax saas camal waa kana remaining 41,490 BTC kusoo hartay. Waxyaalahan waa waxyaalihii ummadii ay kasoo qaadeen oo dadkii laga soo dhici jiray BTC yaasha laakiin iyagana maysan go'aansanin inay kusoo gadaan hal mar ay soo gadaan ee suuqa kusoo daadayaan ujeedadooda ma ahan. Ujeedadooda waxay tahay inay tartiib tartiib usoo iibiyaan ee suuqa intaysan soo gelinin. Marka tartiibkaaseeto suuqa waa u jeednaa daadasho badan meeshaaneta ma ka imaadin. So haddii aan maanta fiirino maanta suuqa meesha uu marayo BTC for the last I think couple days waxaan u maleynaa it has been the most unprofitable most faa'iidadeeda saas ma badnayn tradingkiisa wuu iska yaraay. It was just ranging consolidating in within this box even for hourly chartka haddii aa fiirisid suuqaneeto meel badan umuusan u dhaqaaqeynin. Waxaa dhihi kartaa that you've been ranging within this box. So for the short sellers and bahalkii la yiraahdo the long sellers yeah waxay yar ay ka raadsan karaan you just go buy and sell or try to take the opportunities hadeertaan uu soo dhacayo. Try to buy back up here and see hadda uu kor aadi doono and try to sell it about at the backs. That is one way strategy or trading ku samey kartid. But for now it's just on a downtrend. So if you look at the BTC on a monthly basis haddii la fiiriyo dhinaca bil ahaan we just had a monthly close usbuucii hadda lasoo dhaafayay. Quickly I think I have it here. Kasar. So on a monthly basis, BTC, the expectation was to continue above 28,000 or at least higher BTC for it to close above this previous, which is monthly. I think it was a bullish candidate or a high December 2021. This would have been a good sign. 29,200 kaset or mesh or sort of the resistance. This would have been a high. A good indication that BTC soo daawo doono that 35,000 which mar aan ka hadlay dhinaca la yiraahdo the gap soo daawo lahaay meeshaaseeto laa shaki once if you would have crossed haddii oo dhaafi lahaay. Let me see, zoom out, let's just go to not this one but daily meeshaaneeto. So this is waxaan ka hadlayo meeshaan ka hadlaya waa kana 34,000 to 35,000 gaapkaaseeto kori hoos BTC will come and fill this gap. Waa wax lagu yaqaano the gaps get filled eventually. So yeah haddii oo BTC oo soo dhaafi lahayd that 25,000 29,200 kaseto definitely it would have gone for that gap. But most likely there's a bearish momentum it's there and there's also the bullish momentum. So perspective is adiga saad u arkaysid chartka and how you are going to take your trade. Meeshaasi ku xiran tahay. But for now aniga what I still hold is that meeshaneeto BTC haddii hal mar uu soo jibiyo all I'm just watching is you're looking at this trend line. This is the trend line that BTC once it starts to break waxaan ogahay it's just gonna find itself a doors to slow progress all the way to approximately above here maybe 20,200 kaseto to close the gap. معناها ujeedadeedana waxaa it doesn't come down all the way down. It's all about slowly trickle. tartiib kaseto usoo daadanayo waaye. Right now we are looking at this daily perspective of it. And you also go back to your RSI. And if you look at your RSI, previously wakasoo hadalnay that there is this momentum. The price has been making higher highs. And you also have your RSI making low lows. momentum shift change waaye, and this momentum shift change tells you that this is a bearish momentum. That waxaa ka arki kartaa even the other videos yaasha aan soo dhigay oo dhinaca waxa ka baranaysid, where I put some lessons in learning chartska aad ka baranaysid, and they are there waxaana ka hadlaya. And also your stochastic, weekly stochastic RSI, it gotta be up here, so that is too hard. And every time you have your stochastic weekly RSI, eventually it would either come back down there or mid-range or imadona. And for that to happen, um, BTC needs to at least range on a consolidated tight phase. Waino measures okada, and then you see the sell-off, which sends it back here before it continues with its suka continues like back up again. But for now, we are seeing bahalka la yiraahdo a doji weekly candles are also having this would be a doji weekly candle and doji weekly candle ee noqotay. Doji it could mean laba mil noqon kartaa dhinaca loo fiiriyo waxa waaye indecisionness, indecisiveness in the market, meaning that hey meeshaneeto suuqa it hasn't decided it's either going to be bullish or bahalki bearish. But it also waxaa loo fiiri karaa another way is that we had this huge bull run, or not bull run but a rally waxay yiraahdaan. You had this huge rally and then all of a sudden waxaad heshay waxa la yiraahdo doji candle, and that doji candle indecisiveness waxa waaye the weakness of the bullish momentum kaseto, there was no continuation, suuqa muusan sii soconin. So wuxuu ahaa lahay if this would have a continuation, definitely 30. Well, the first resistance of Uranus it to be like 32,000 and then 35,000. But the psychological resistance is 30,000. But 29,200 GBY on a 4 hourly basis. So, and it's still holding really tight on 27,000, 26,200 Kaneto. ayuu meesha markasta ka noqonayaa 27,500. So once that breaks, we are going to see the 25,000, and the reason why I would hold you, and it's sooner or later it's going to happen. And when that happens, Marco Sodo, you are looking at your 20 to 25,000 Kaneto again on a daily resistance, and also like your horizontal resistance. Also, you could go back here and we can look at another reason, a bearish momentum. It's slowly been building up. Hawaii, you're looking at your moving average. You one thing in the Hawaii, your 9 day and 21 day moving average. It's like I think of is your 250 day moving average. When you have your 9 day moving average on a tight consolidation, crossing below rather your 21-day moving average, then you have a bearish momentum suuqa hoos usoo dhici doono. But in the past few days waxaa arkaynay that BTC was just ranging between 1 and the 19 ayuu ku jiray suuqa, mar kastoo labadaas meel ayuu u dhexeeyey. So inshallah, so when it comes to maybe now as this one progresses to be support, the 21-day moving average support on Kodona eventually, and you can see it bending down. But if you go on your 4 hourly, that is like really tight. It's really there. I mean, it's it's not far away from it. So, and also if you go back at the AFI receipt on your RSI, waxa arkaysa higher highs, and your momentum shows you lower lows, right? So that is another indication that hey, bearish momentum it is actually developing, but it's taking some time. Even though waxaa helayna some few pumps, but there's no continuation waxay la yiraahdo suuqa volume kaneeto muusan sii soconin. So there is that consolidation I can on a daily perspective that you could just put in. Here is your rectangle consolidation. It's right there. Once you break it, you also have that trend line, line to break that, and then you see the other lows. Another thing that I'm also looking at is how if we just close this out, that, and go back on a 4 hourly and just do this. On your 4 hourly, you have at least um, there's this W and M pattern ee dhahaneeto oo lagu xisaabtamo suuqa. There are some butterflies waxa kale midka kalena waxaa la dhahaa cipher Um, there are some various ones, they all vary. So it could easily mean that, hey, suqa, I mean, eventually there's some math behind it. Marka, miska sawiro, it's not just drawing, but there is some bahal kali yirahdo feeb resistance and dynamics kala firio. So eventually you have that W form forming, and it tells you, hey, this is a bearish thing. So that is what aniga and then our perspective, I still hold that opinion. And aniga and Stohoyo, BTC, we have to at least even though get back to this 25k resistance. You could also have and see, let's go back to it. I think Intan Kukawa, not that one. Probably this chart Ujura Umalena. I have different charts, Marcus, so at least I can keep track of it. Of like Markan trading you hela kusumenayo. But on a daily basis, this is the chart and isticmalo. What I just wanted to show you guys is also by just looking at the fib resistance, at least you're going to have a retracement back to waxa la yiraahdo 0.618. So once you go and you see Balkan also tap the 25,000, you definitely are going to expect another pullback to 0.618. That would be another perfect entry to make a long to test at the 25,000 before we go back to around these ranges 20 to 21k. So BTC, that's the whole thing of it. Another thing that asli kartit, let me just afirine no how you can look at it as a range. When that range breaks, wakaso bihidona, it would eventually go a little bit lower. On your daily basis, you can, waxaad samay kartaa um, waxaa gashi kartaa a channel. You can put in your channel sometimes channel yaasha as also hadalnay the videos. You can also put in a channel. You need at least two touches or maybe even three touches to consolidate or say this is has been a channel for you. So this could be one channel you're looking at it. This channel has been tested several times while also test gray on a resistance level, on a bulky lirado support level and so forth. So waxaan u jeednaa in arki karno just extended high, extended how long sad urabtid. Eventually hadduu soo jibiyo this channel, meeshaaneytu wuxuu ku ahaay meeshaan support u ahaay. This was a support. Eventually it became a resistance, another resistance uu ku noqday tight consolidation, and then it broke down, another sideways consolidation, and then it broke down. So now intan wuxuu ku ahaay another resistance, and probably you're looking at a short resistance here. Now this resistance tells you, hey, channel at the top of the channel so tapte, you break this, the in between the channel, eventually you had Firinosa at the bottom of the channel. Whatever that puts you in at the high here, it depends on where it puts you in on a daily basis. But what you're doing is just to have Firinosa that channel. That could be another buy in to push it back up the price. Same thing as Ethereum. Um, hakudahane BTC hakudahane, but Ethereum has been holding a lot more stronger than Balki Lira or BTC. But however, on a daily basis, I mean, if you look at Ethereum, let's just go look at it weekly first. Reset this thing. I hope you guys can see it on a weekly. There's that rather couple trends. Yeah, you have the weekly and the daily resistance emission horizontal line ETI, which is about 2000 and 37, but 2000 is the bulkily rather psychological resistance. And then you have at least a trend line that BTC has tested Meshaneto bulk Ethereum. Sorry, why am I saying BTC? Ethereum has tested one time, and another time it also tested there. You have also your channel, two channels. Eventually, well, you can look at this. Wuxuu kugu noqonayaa bahalkii the triangle high symmetrical triangle that you want to break it. Once you have it breaking, then you have that good breakout to send it to the above. where we see the 3K level, but I doubt this thing is going to break it to below, which it's going to send it to Melhun. But it's a symmetrical triangle hustle of acid, and you had this mega triangle on this other side on a daily basis, where your weekly and your daily into kuswa tapte, it got rejected from it. So you have at least a weekly and daily support, which is the 1700 level or 16,090s, 1690s Mela Seto. That is one good support as a Ethereum wise. Looking for it, but eventually this is a good price to Hadoti when Ethereum gets rejected and eventually comes down there. That is a good place. If you realize it, a good entry. That is a good entry for me. I'm also waiting. That is where I'm putting my lahanite bio kutahai to take another opportunity to send it up. So and now we go back to Balkili Rado S&P. S&P, I believe, Anigapia also S&P and Nasdaq. We are going to see another pullback for sure. This, I mean, S&P and Nasdaq for them, both of them, even after Koda, they are going to see a pullback eventually, maybe suuqa berito marka la furo. And I say that because I mean, looking at I think Nasdaq had a bearish 4 hour bearish more high, 3 hour more high. Let me see. Uh, yeah, here I think it was the Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq is showing some bearish momentum. Eventually, I think it's coming back down again to fill the gaps. On S&P, I think S&P had a lot of gaps compared to Valkyrie rather Nasdaq. So we are going to come back and retest it. And you have a really nice W pattern. I think this is a, if not a butterfly, I think butterfly. You know, yeah, let me see. 0.5, 0.618. Yeah, 0.618 wuxuu ku fadhiyaa at least a um, the 0.618 maxaa la dhihi jiray magacayaasha way goyeen hadeertaan not the butterfly, it's the 0.618 W. Yeah, godly pattern, yes, magaxada ugu soo dhacay godly pattern ayay noqotay. That said, it's a good indication of that we're going to have another sell-off. But if you see I still see the dollar. I mean, there's the de-dollarization hadda suuqa ka socoto. Dollarka waa lala dagaalamoya, suxuna lala dagaalamoya. Even though dollarka suxun lala dagaalamoyo, it's being backed by reserve currency gold. So dagaalka ku socdo, I mean, it's going to take some time for to eventually to materialize. But as for now, dollar it will still hold its strength. That's an amiga aminsanahay. We're going to see some momentum coming in the dollar very soon. But what focus can or how amiga right now is just to focus on, the trading wise on cryptocurrency or even stocks. Inshallah, and kafaide, so you have an opportunity coming out. Recently, we've also seen. Wow, this was amazing. XRP rumors yara sogale suqa sogale, that showing that hey, case ko so dhammaanaya, so gabgabaanaya, and they had this huge impulsive buy meesha suuqa inuu soo galay, but that one ended up being not strong, so it didn't continue. Suuqa muusan kusii soconin. It came up to some kind of a resistance. Let's just go look at the weekly. um, you can see on a weekly basis. So you had some good horizontal. This will have been your next at least entry for a sell shot or whatever. Dadka se u fiiriyaan. But so wuxuu imaaday meel wuxuu imaaday at least a resistance oo imaaday, and you have this huge sell pressure. As the price so u socday, sell pressure kee soo galay. If you look at on a daily, it's on the same price level, which is we tested the 55, but it went above it, wicked above 55 to 58. 58, I don't see it as a resistance level, but this is the resistance level of in between 55 to 50, and it got rejected from that. Rejection cassette, you can also see your RSI. It is really, really oversold. Male oversold territory ayu kusoo galay. So that's definitely a place you don't want to be holding XRP. Marka oo meelahan عمل opportunity أنا سوق لو فرصة to at least get out and at least just find a buyback opportunity and two places you can easily وفي كرتين in XRP um, it's just you can draw very simple two uh, levels. Resistance level right here. Let's just write this resistance. Uh, not double A, just a single A. And انت وحكون قنايا just support. Very two simple supports. Resistance, very basic one. Resistance and a support. Come up right here. Even if you look at it, this is where it has been ranging all the time. Forget about your trend lines. Yeah, you can put a trend line into Meshaneto and see if it's going to break below that trend line or continue from there. But however, see that trading to simplify things, all you're looking for is these two levels. Sabr, waiting, and see it to come to that level, which eventually it's going to come down to it. All you're waiting is for this thing to cross to come back down here on a weekly, on a daily نواكنا it's already doing that. So معنى هذا that tells me that eventually we're going to come back down again since Balkaneto it got rejected on the daily 55 area zone. So I'm waiting back again XRP هذه isleedahay fursad kale in laga raadiyo oo laga faa'iideysto isleedahay ummadaaneeto on a trading perspective aan ka hadlayo another long term holding ma ka hadlooyi. So this would be another opportunity or even to make an entry, and that also puts it really well haddii la fiiriyo on your fib retracement wuxuu ku noqonayaa approximately the 0.618 not like to 100% bahalkii la yiraahdo perfectionist sida exactly on this line man. So you do get an approximate on your fib level which is a 0.43, but it's some percentage difference وحيريسة is man when you're looking at your about 3% difference. So when you're looking at measured support and resistance, it's that is where you just pay attention to it. Another one is also this one also develops a really nice. I mean, I can't imagine how well waxyaalahaneeto they come and show itself. They eventually these are proven patterns or advanced patterns, and inshallah slowly I will show you guys how the video marka step by step video yasha kale aan soo dhameeyo to show you guys how to use this and how to actually draw it yourself. Time consumption why of 0.5, that is a butterfly waxay yiraahdaan butterfly bearish momentum or butterfly bearish pattern. So that says or tells me qofka markuu inta oo kasoo galayo oo isleeyahay this is how they do it and they just enter short from here and their profit code target code wuxuu noqonayaa the 0.5, so which is 0.4614. And inshallah taasaan ugu soo gabagabeynaa biidni alkareem. BTC there is slowly eventually opportunity it's coming to test to do some retest, and it doesn't mean that BTC is going to probably go to 10 to 12,000. Allahu alam. BTC can you can expect the unexpected, but however things the market is slowly changing. It's level by level, day by day, and news by news. Inshallah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kusoo dhawaada walaalkiina Momani channelka crypto ku taajir.